Wagwan. Welcome to the first ever episode of the Naijahood NYC podcast. It's your boy YMS Naijahood Nick, and with me is a very close friend of mine. He is a rapper, visionary, songwriter, just chill guy. He's changing his name. You know what I mean? He's pissing me off a little bit, but it's all right. Make some noise for SusValley Laurence one time.
Thank you, thank you. What's good with you?
Chilling, bro. It's been a long time, bro, since we linked up with each other, bro. Like we need more of these, my guy. Like
I got you. Invite me on anytime. I got you.
yeah, but just anything. It could be a studio session, an interview, just like let's play Madden together. I'm down for anything.
I don't think you want to catch these hands in Madden though.
I've never lost a game, so it's whatever.
As
Uh,
long as long as we're on arcade mode, we're
okay,
good.
all right,
I don't need the all pro.
okay. So let's get into it. Tell people where you from. What's your name? You know what I mean, like, how'd you get the name Sus Value? You know what I mean,
So I chose SusValley Laurence.
yeah,
So I go by. I'm from the the Susquehanna Valley, specifically in York. Some people may know me by Mad Lover or Jay Davy, but third time's a charm on Sus Valley. And it's a constant growth. So I think I'm at a point where now it's something worth hearing, you know?
I don't believe you, but it's whatever. A lot of dope artists change their name. They have alter egos. You know what I mean, some of my favorite artists are like the Wu-Tang Clan, Nicki Minaj, Eminem, MF Doom, all those guys, Cool Chief.
That's right. Yeah,
Me,
I
me
can see
myself,
that.
me myself, like I have multiple personalities, characters. I grew up watching like sketch comedy, like SNL, all that, Chappelle Show. So that's what got me into the whole alter ego thing. It wasn't necessarily hip hop, but like, you know what I mean? So one day my goal in life is to have my own like sketch comedy show. You know what I mean, do characters and stuff. Um, so who or what inspired you to get into music?
When I started writing poems to woo the ladies in high school.
Mhm.
And then eventually they told me that they sound like raps and that I should start, maybe rapping or writing them into like songs. And I was always at that point in life, I had been introduced to rap through the No Ceilings mixtapes, and Childish Gambino was another one that really got me into it, and I could relate to it, and it was speaking to me. So I figured, hey, you know, it does what it needs to do for me, and if it helps other people, I'll stick with it and try it out. So that's what really started it. When I was like, I don't know, I was probably like 15 or 16 when I started making music. And a lot of like, that was back in 2012, 2013. So, a lot of Childish Gambino got me in. The old Drake got me there, Lil Wayne. And then from there, it kind of just progressed to what it is now and what I know now.
I feel you. I feel you. So who would you say is your top five artists? Know what I mean, top five rappers.
My top five would be Isaiah Rashad, number one.
Okay.
I love that man. Him and Childish Gambino has to be at number two
Okay.
for the sole purpose that on a Breakfast Club interview, Charlemagne the God did say that no one would ever say Childish Gambino is in his top five for anybody's rappers. And I was sitting there watching that, and I was like, no, he's in mine. I put him there. So Isaiah Rashad, Childish Gambino, Drake, and probably J. Cole, And honestly, the fifth would be tied with like Kanye or Lil Wayne.
Okay.
It kind of goes back and forth.
Okay. That's a dope list. I'm still shaking about the whole Gambino thing, but that's your list. And I mean, um, like I said,
But
I love
back in the
Charlie
day,
Gambino.
Childish Gambino.
I think
Back in the day,
I respect him as an all around entertainer. You know what I mean? But like
yeah.
him
Now
rapping,
he's definitely grown.
I'm him. Yeah, elevated. You know what I mean? Like he's come a long way from
Yeah.
writing to stand up to acting to movie to music. But like him rapping though, like he's a better singer than he's a rapper.
I mean, because the internet and his royalty mixtape, and he had a Gangsta Grills mixtape too.
Yeah,
Can't forget about the Stone Mountain Kawhi mixtape.
yeah. I
I
mean,
think back in the day, like the camp and the cul-de-sac and whatnot, the stuff that he was talking about was more relatable to me because I was like in high school and it
yeah,
was about like girls breaking up with you and feeling insecure. And then as he like matured, you know, everybody else matured. But your take is very common on his rapping. So I don't blame him.
yeah. He's too goofy for me. That's what I'm saying. Like he can rap. He's just too goofy. Like him and Tyler the Creator. Like I can't take him seriously as like a
But
top. Like,
but look where Tyler call me if you get lost. Come
yeah,
on now. You
I'm
can't
saying
deny that.
he can rap. He has like a couple of dope albums. He's his personality, his style. He's them dudes is too goofy. Like
Nah. Are you talking about now? Tyler the Creator's too goofy now?
his overall career. He's too goofy.
I think it's a great I think it's a great progression that you can see. You got to give him that the progression
Yeah,
from
I'm
where they
saying. Yeah,
started to now.
yeah, I'm saying I'm proud of his success. I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying like he's too goofy. Like I can't take him seriously. When I'm listening to his albums, I can't really take him seriously.
I
Like
feel that. I don't.
his antics though, his antics.
Yeah, I feel. I give you that. I give you it.
Okay. So who would you compare your sound to?
Honestly, I don't. I'm still working on a sound. I don't have a solidified sound yet. There's like inspiration from, like I said, like the older stuff that you've heard and that other people still send me pictures of like CD mixtapes that I gave them that they like find in their cars or find in their closets. Like stuff back then, you know, from what I was listening to back then is like the boom bap, like soulful stuff.
Yeah.
And then now, like the latest one that the Trapped in the Valley album, which has yet to be released and might be totally different when it is released.
Yeah.
That was more of like the like moodier sounds. That like I was listening to like a lot of Travis Scott, and then it was around when Baby Keem dropped the Melodic Blue, and for some reason that whole album, like for 2 months straight, I was like, I liked how it was structured, but it kind of it switches with my mood and what I'm going through and what sounds best with what I put down. So I don't think I'm big enough now to have someone, say, "Oh, this is your sound." Like I'm still finding it.
Like yeah.
So
When I started rapping, a lot of people was comparing me to like Lupe and Fabulous because like my voice, because I guess like I rap like I have a deep voice and I rap a certain way. Like I'm too like slow and everything. Like when I was a kid, I used to rap fast. Like I was on some like Busta Rhymes, Corey Guns type of shit. As like I
yeah,
got older, I started slowing down as much. I was like I started rapping like Fab and stuff. Because like originally I was a singer, believe it or not. I used to
oh
sing
yeah,
I used to sing and dance. I thought I was gonna be the next Chris Brown or some shit. And then like when I started hearing all my boys, it was like yo, you can't be out here singing and dancing, bro. You from New York, people gonna think you gay, this, that, and the third. They were hating on me.
They gonna think you're goofy. You
Yeah,
out claiming them other people
yeah,
goofy.
yeah. And then I started, so I was like, I started rapping, just looking around like my area, my surroundings, and I started
Hmm.
putting out the tape, you know what I mean? Emancipation. So now I'm getting all these like Fab and Lupe on all these comparisons.
But don't you think like, do you think I there was one when I went to a college with my man, shout out Nathaniel. We went up to Shippensburg, and there's a girl up there named Nia who now makes movies.
Mm.
Um, and she's an artist in herself. And I remember her playing me some of her stuff, and like she produced and her production, and I said, this sounds like some Kanye production. And she's like, yeah, but it's me. Like I don't want you to compare me to someone. Like, do you feel that way? Like, do you think comparisons like that are good, or would you rather just be like, hey, I just do what I do?
It depends on the artist though. Like if I get compared to like a big name artist like a Michael Jackson,
Uh-huh.
that's a dope ass compliment, but at the same time, that's a lot of pressure. Like all eyes are on me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. But like it's good to be like original. I mean, like I don't want to be compared to nobody, but I do want the same success that that person had. Like
Yeah.
I do want to be like one day I would love to be like the king of New York. I want to be as successful as like a Jay-Z or a Nicki Minaj. Like I want to be the king of R&B, like to be as big as like a Beyonce or a Usher. You know what I mean? To hold that title for like a good couple years.
And nowadays, like if people start giving you those comparisons of those bigger people, then I think it gives more spotlight to you because then
Yeah,
more people want to see it and be like, oh, is this true or not? And then it gives you more exposure regardless,
yeah, of
either way.
course. So let's move on. We met in college, you know what I mean? While in college, you linked up with with one of my boys and another fellow, and you guys ultimately started your own group called Recked Reality. So you want to explain to me the formation of that, like how like the chemistry, how did you guys build in a big enough chemistry to form a group?
Yeah, it was wrecked reality towards the later end of it, but we had this speech class, and Todd, who we both know was the guy in there.
Mm-hmm. You,
And
Todd, Chief Rocka, aka Todd, and you had Phil Smooth. So the three,
yeah,
yeah,
yep. And so I had an OG acid rap shirt on
mhm.
from like when Chance first released those, and he asked me about it and asked if I like listen to rap music and whatnot. And then like we stayed in touch because we had that class together, and he ended up working at a studio in York that I had gone to multiple times to record songs when I was in high school. And there was another kid that was in high school named Phil Smooth, who was also working there. It was like an internship. Regardless, they both were mixing and engineering songs. And yeah, for a stint, we would send songs back and forth to each other. And Phil was getting views, and Todd was getting views, Chief Rocka.
Mhm.
And then like a couple years later, he Todd came up and asked if we wanted to make this group. It was me, Todd, and another one of Todd's friends.
Yeah. We're just calling
Um,
Todd's friends because you don't know and I don't know.
I it
No,
was it was
no
like
disrespect.
this was like 4 or 5 years ago,
Yeah,
and
no
I
disrespect, bro. You know who you is, Todd's friend. You know
yeah,
who.
and we were begging you to stay. I'll tell you that
Mhm.
because we were begging you to stay because it was there.
Mhm.
We liked what we heard, and yeah, that worked for a little bit, and then I think just like life gets in the way, or other responsibilities and things happen. But it was nice when it lasted. And
Yeah, of course. You guys are legends in my book. Know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I hope one day y'all could come together and like reunite or whatever. Y'all could collab on some certain thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it would be nice.
yeah,
But people move on.
yeah. People grow up, people move on. Know what I mean, ain't no shame in that. So we still see each other. Know what I mean, if it
Yeah,
happens, it happens. Like, know what I mean. So let's move on to Recked. You became a solo artist. You started doing collaborating with other people. You did an open mic called a showcase called Coast to Coast Mixtape. You know what I mean? You want to tell people what that was?
yeah, that was just a. I don't even know if it's local. I I'm not sure. Obviously, it's coast to coast, so I think it goes both ways. Across the country. But I got an email from them saying, there was an open mic or a showcase in Philly, and if I wanted to sign up and go to it. And so I did. I performed a song. There was like 15 other artists there. They were serving drinks, and I chopped it up with a couple people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, since I live in York, going to Philly and back, and at the time wasn't the it just didn't it wasn't feasible for me to do it consistently. But I did get, I talked to a couple people, then they told me that they had open mics down there, and you should come down and hang out and whatnot. But that was a nice experience, like at least getting on stage. Like that was the second time I ever like was actually able to like be in front of a crowd and like rap to people.
Facts, bro. I miss being on stage so much, bro. I got people would beg me to get back on there. Know what I mean? But like, I mean, I could if I want to. Know what I mean? Like, I come out to support my dudes. Know what I mean? If you want me to do a verse, you want me to just like host an event. Know what I mean? I'm always there.
Dude, I black out. I don't remember half of them.
Facts, bro. You're so like your eyes are just like I'm really on stage in front of people. Like it's very
Or it's
like
like the adrenaline or something. I don't
yeah.
know how.
Bro, I
Yeah,
love, bro, the excitement, bro. I miss the stage, bro. I miss. It doesn't matter if I'm rapping, if I'm dancing, if I'm acting. Just I love it, bro.
yeah,
Okay, so Coast to Coast Mixtape is home to some big legends who made it out, such as like Killer J and Noah. You know what I mean? So I've heard that you actually had a chance to work with him, Noah.
yeah, yeah. I'm not sure if he did the the coast to coast stuff. He might have. He's from New York. Uh, I'm not speaking on his behalf, but
Oh, he's from New York. That's what's up.
yeah, yeah. I think he's from New York. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure the 99012. I think is the area code. But uh, before he was signed,
Yeah, he's from New York.
yeah, before he was signed, which congrats to that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I heard he's working with Summer Walker. That's dope.
Milwaukee, yeah. And they have the White Tea song,
Yeah.
which is nice. But uh, he would DM. He wouldn't DM, but he would like post on Instagram about like doing features,
Okay.
which anybody would. And I just hit him up and I said, "Hey, I have a song. Do you, want to do a feature on it?" And he did, and I'm grateful. That was crazy because I was a fan from the jump. Like that wasn't like that's almost like the what are those stones from the Marvel movies?
Infinity Stones.
The Infinity Stones. Like low key, if I got the No One Noah feature, I could go for a Nicholas F feature.
Nicholas F. Okay.
Nicholas F. Quinn Miller?
Quentin Miller.
No,
Shout out
I
to
don't
Quentin Miller.
know.
He's a
Quinn
dope
Miller
guy, you know what I
feature?
mean? Like me myself, I could use a Quentin Miller verse, man. I could
Isaiah Rashad?
say Rashad.
And and probably honestly a Drake feature would be nice.
Me too, bro. Like everybody you just named, all dope art. Like I'm one of those guys. I'm not a Hollywood guy myself. Like I work with anybody. You know what I mean? Like, cause like I want to. I'm that type of artist. I'm very versatile. Like I work with rappers, singers, from any genre, hip hop, gospel, R&B, Afro beats. Like some of my favorite artists who are very versatile. Like niggas who could rap on any beat. Like Wayne, Drake, Snoop, like Big
Yeah,
Sean. Like that's where I'd be. That's where I want to be in life. That's what I am in life. I can rap on any beat that you throw at me. Cause
but I'm
like,
saying if I got those would just be for me, like just and I might not even release them. I might just have them be like, hey, look what I got.
yeah.
Here's what I come over. Be like, you guys want to hear some? You never heard this. Go
Are
on,
you are you
go
one
on
of
a
those you
track.
one of those people you be collecting verses and don't put them out?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's what's
do,
up.
which I think is a bad thing as an artist.
No,
You
that's
know,
not like
I think yeah, because I it's like a double edged sword because you should do it and then because even you've heard those stories about like people that think that oh this especially I think from producers like producers think oh this beat was just like a throwaway and someone loved it and it became like a hit record.
yeah.
So
But
like
I feel like that's something to pass on to your children though. Like if I have like a Nas verse that's an unreleased, like no one in the world has heard, like you just hold it. Yeah, because you got people like Dr. Dre who has the Detox album that's never been put out before.
yeah
You got
yeah
all artists like have like unreleased music. But like, Chris Brown has like 15,000 songs in his vault.
yeah Lil Wayne probably has
A lot of music in his
200,000
yeah.
songs.
Juice World before he died, they said he had like 8,000 songs on his computer.
Yeah, there's a Good Kid, Mad City album, like not the one that was released, but another one that wasn't released. That one was done. The the Kendrick and J. Cole album
Joint album.
that never happened.
Yeah, bro. All this all like Child Rebel Soldier and like Black Hippie albums, like all these joint
Yeah,
albums are never gonna come out like Nipsey and YG joint albums.
yeah, that the Chance the Rapper and Childish Gambino
Joint
mixtape that was
album.
supposed to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, they were supposed to make an album together. I don't know if they actually did it. I don't know if they just like it's on somebody's computer. Like I want to make a joint album, bro. Like if you could make a joint album with any artist, who would it be?
Um,
It's
I
hard,
would
bro.
probably, yeah, I don't know. I especially, I would like a Drake joint album.
Drake your album.
I mean,
I like Drake. I fuck with Drake now. Me personally, like it's already been done before, but like Bruno Mars, know what I mean, I would love to do a joint album with him. But he's already doing the Silk Sonic thing with Innocent Pack.
yeah,
Yeah. Busta Rhymes, I would love it. I would do a joint album with him. It's like me and him, we could
Busta Rhymes.
a joint album, bro. What? I could do some New York shit. We could do some island dance hall stuff, and then we could do some like fast rap, chopper music. Like
Right.
I
See,
love
that's the thing. I didn't even think about non-rap artists joint albums.
no, just like anybody. It
Like
doesn't
even
R&B,
Orange.
country. If you want to do an album with Justin Bieber, I don't care. Like it could be anybody.
Maybe maybe Snow Allegra.
Snow Allegra. So
Yeah.
okay. Snow.
Good singer. Or like Jessie Reyes.
I like her. I like her.
I do. Yeah, see, I'm just so I gotta open up my mind.
Yeah, but don't just think hip.
I'm, yeah, I'm closed minded on that, but
Yeah,
yeah, that's
like um, like I said, I already said Bruno Mars and Busta. Like he's non hip hop. Like I would do a joint album with him. Chris Brown, I'd do a joint album with him.
yeah, for sure. You and Breezy.
Me and him dancing together like a bar for bar. Now me and him singing like him too. He's also versatile. He does R&B, hip hop, pop. He does it all. He does Afro beats. Like,
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Yeah. Drake, I do him too. Like Drake album. Nicki Minaj, I like her too. Okay, so what are some challenges you faced in your career so far?
Finding myself, if I'm
Finding
being honest.
okay, all right.
I think we're all finding ourselves, but
Yeah. We're not
there's like, I think, especially now, like I said before, when we weren't recording, like the last 3 years, I got deep into a hole. So I'm finally like out of that hole, and somehow the opportunities are still coming. So I'm like, all right, there's got to be something there still, you know. But I think being that and being inspired, and I think living more to then have more like different perspectives on things, works is a challenge, especially if you don't get out much and you don't do a lot, then things kind of become redundant. So that's another challenge to try to like get out of your comfort zone.
okay. Um, Me personally, a challenge I'm facing is like finding representation, you know what I mean, building a team,
Right.
how to reach out to a manager, to a DJ, how to get your song submitted to like a label, I guess a label, if you want to go that route. Me personally, I kind of want to go the label route. I kind of want to test it out a bit because I do see myself being like I guess like a pop star. Because like I feel like I am kind of versatile. Like, I do things outside of hip hop. Like I do Afro beats. I like R&B. I can make an R&B record if I want to.
Right.
Um, Pop, I do. I would love to like be like a songwriter to like write for like a Rihanna, for like a Katy Perry, because that's where the money is, writing, songwriting. Um, yeah, like that's the hardest part I'm having so far, reaching out to like these industry people, like let me get 5 seconds of your time, present my music, let me like sing for you, dance for you, rap for you. So like I try going to like songwriting camps and like networking.
Yeah. And are you getting any results from that?
Um, I'm currently in a songwriting like group called Writer Sessions of America. I don't know if you've
Hmm.
heard of it. Yeah,
No, I have
it's
not.
yeah, it's run
But
by. You should check it out. It's run by a guy named Kevin Shine. He's like an industry vet. Know what I mean, he's worked with a lot of dope people. He's worked with like ASCAP and like BMI. Like he knows a couple guys on the board.
mhm.
Um, one of our guys in our group, you might meet him one day. His name's Fontaine. He recently this year he got a placement with NBA 2K 2K24.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's doing
That
this.
sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Fontaine.
Fontaine. Yeah, he's dope. I think he worked with Rick Ross. I think one time. I think he produced for Rick Ross. I think
He's a singer, isn't he?
he's a producer. I don't know if he sings. I don't. He probably does.
Um,
He'll be on the show one time. You'll hear about him.
yeah.
So yeah. I got a lot of people coming on the show in the future. I got a lot of, like I said, artists and DJs and sports agents. You know what I mean, people who I've met along the way since we last seen each other. I've been growing. I've been networking myself.
That's
Um,
great. That's all you can do out here. I
yeah,
heard it's not what you know, it's who you
it's
know.
who you know. Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
dudes with college degrees and all this experience, but at the end of the day, you're not as successful as you want to be in your career, in life, period.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So, what is your future plans like within music or outside of music?
It's to release a project fairly fairly soon. I think within a couple of months. slowly like start getting back on like social media and like, you know, promoting yourself and shooting. I think just like getting exposure,
Mhm.
I think is the next step. I mean, I have the product, it's just the way of rolling out the product.
Yeah. Where do you see your?
And
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish, bro.
no, I'm just rambling on. I'm just thinking of
All right. I'm saying, where do you see yourself in 5 years or 10 years from now? Do you see yourself like, I guess, like working, performing at like the BET Awards or like Rolling Loud? Like, I know you don't want to be like famous, but you still want like a big career.
I want to at least be known,
Yeah.
you know, known enough and be able to make money off that popularity to be comfortable.
Mhm.
But I'm not trying to like shift the culture, like change, you know. I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to be in the Hollywood Hills and whatnot.
Yeah. No,
But
I understand.
doing doing festivals and, you know, at least being able to like headline my own shows instead of like doing just like guest spots
Yeah.
and, you know, having people come out and support.
Yeah.
I mean,
You.
I'm looking at the next like 3 years.
Yeah.
That's that's
You
what I have.
because you remind me of like Tech Nine and like Jordan Lucas and like people who like aren't as famous, but like they still are like well respected. They're still making money. They're like they just want to rap. They don't care about like the Grammy. They don't care about the spotlight. I mean,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that would definitely be the avenue that I'd be going down.
yeah. I'm the same way. Like I want to be known and respected as an artist. But like if I never get to be like as big as Beyonce or a Michael, like I'll be cool with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
To be
Yeah.
to be to be like I said, as big as like a Tech Nine, as those underground, like a Hobson or something. Like the underground, the college kids still know who I am.
Hey, that's all you need.
Yeah,
Just do a college tour,
yeah,
do clubs and whatnot.
yeah.
I
So
mean, it would honestly be nice to do like bigger shows, but
yeah, I would like. I'm from New York. My goal in life when I was a kid was to be at Summer Jam. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah,
I would love to be like Rolling Loud and like Essence Festival. Like I want to do festivals.
I feel that.
Yeah.
All right.
Um. Oh yeah, we were talking about this. Your dream collaborations. Like you said, Nicholas F. You said Drake. You said what did you? I forget you said.
Yeah, I would definitely like Snow Allegra,
No, Allegra. You said, oh yeah, the joint album. We spoke
like
about that.
going out outside of rap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
other than that, that's
I could see you on the song with Snow Allegra. I could see. Yeah,
I mean, we're working on it. We
yeah.
getting there.
You're getting
It's
there.
a
Not me. I'm
it's a
I'm I'm
it's a
hearing
road ahead.
the streets is talking, man.
Streets ain't saying shit.
They talking. I heard.
Don't do that.
I heard
I
you.
don't give a shit.
You don't hear shit.
I haven't given them nothing to talk about.
I. Not yet. Not yet. I.
Yeah.
SusValley Laurence, I appreciate you coming on my show. You know what I mean? Like, I hope more to come, more to come.
It's always a pleasure.
Appreciate that. Like, more interviews, more collaborations between us. You know what I mean? Appreciate it. Anything you want to
I'll,
say to the people? Like, any advice you want to give to the
I'll,
upcoming
I'll
artists?
say I'll say I don't say a lot and I haven't said a lot, but I see a lot.
All right.
That's what I said. Shout out Unapologetic Youth,
Unapologetic you. Shout out Unapologetic you.
local brand to York. They got fired. They sell out. They sell out in hours. Their shit sells out. So whenever they drop, better cop.
All right. My man's
All
out
right.
here, one of the hottest dudes in your PA right now, killing shit right now. Be on the lookout.
We're working on it. We getting there, baby.
You in there? Yeah, man. Like I've been there. I've been with you since the grind. I ain't left since, bro.
Yeah, I respect that.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'm like, dang, I don't know what he sees. I
yeah,
haven't given, I ain't give you nothing to look up to, but I respect the dedication.
yeah, bro. I'm still on IG. I follow you. I see what the type of projects or what you up to. Like, you can't get nothing past me. Like I'm always around.
No, I honestly, I do appreciate that. I
Yeah.
really do.
I call in even like about non-music and I check on you. Like, what's good? I hope everything's all right. Know what I mean, if you ever want to talk to me, like get something off your chest. Know what I mean, I'm not a yes man type of guy. You know me. Like I talk the truth. Know what I mean, if I say some shit is ass, I'm gonna say the shit ass. Like
Yeah. Nah, that's what you need.
yeah, like no
That's
yes.
what everybody needs. You know? Yeah, I respect it. I appreciate you. I
Yeah,
really do.
yeah. So we gotta get off real quick. I hope you have a good night. Know what I mean, like I said, you got my number. I got yours. Know what I mean, we're gonna keep in
Yes,
touch.
sir.
This is the Naijahood podcast, the first ever episode. Special guest, SusValley Laurence. All right, y'all.
Send them off.
BMP.